Okay, so we are recording. I am super excited because we just finished another power message and monetization intensive with Miss Nishaea, and I'm super, super excited. Just wanted to capture really quick. First, I want to ask you what made you want to invest in a power message and monetization intensive in the first place?
I felt like I was not communicating like my awesomeness in my messaging. So I wanted to figure out like what was I missing or where could I improve um so that I can actually communicate to the clients and the people that I want to work with. Because I was actually my messaging was connecting to people that weren't quite on the level that I was ready to coach them on. They needed a different level of support than what I wanted to provide them. So I knew that I needed to tweak something, and messaging was where I knew I was lacking.
Gotcha. So for you, I mean, you've had clients before, right? And you've done some really amazing work. What made you feel like, okay, I've been coaching this level of client, which I'm really, really excited and grateful for, but I am seeing myself desiring this next level client or to speak to my client in this like deeper way. What do you feel brought that about? Wanting to talk to your clients on a deeper level, connect with them on a deeper level, and really just speak to a different level of client.
Because the people that I was attracting, they weren't ready for, I just feel like they weren't necessarily in the space to I don't know how to word it. The proper way to word it. I just feel like the one of the clients that I enjoy working with and that are ready for the transformation, um they found me in other ways other than my messaging. So
Yeah.
I guess I should say that I wasn't necessarily communicating the people that I wanted to attract, and the people that were attracting to me, they didn't feel like they were ready for the investment. Not that they couldn't do the work and they wouldn't be successful with it, but they just weren't ready for the higher level of investment, and they needed more a different level of support
Gotcha.
than what I wanted to offer.
So I'm hearing they need a different level of support. They need more support, right, than what the level of investment. They need to pay me more money. I need to call in the people that are willing and wanting and can pay that money. I want to be paid more for my price. And then also I'm hearing too, and just from our conversation, it's and from so many of my clients who do these intensives, I'm wanting to speak to my client. I'm pretending you, right? Um, Wanting to speak to your client from this deeper level because you're wanting to invite them to show up for themselves on a deeper level. Like, yeah, I can help anybody, right? And with this and everything, but it's like, but these are the people that I want to help because they're ready to show up for themselves. They're ready to do the work. They're ready to invest in it. They're ready for what's going to be possible after that. They're ready to take action. They're ready to show up and, all the things. Would that
Yeah.
summarize to what you're
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a different feeling. Like, when you think about the clients, like, because when you first start, and this is for me, like, I feel like when you first start, you just want some clients. Like, let me just get some clients, let me make some money, all the things. But as you step into your next level of work, what is like the top three things you're desiring for your clients to be or characteristics for them to have? Or like, when you think about these next level clients for you, like, what are you excited for, like, to experience with them?
Them to just be more powerful. Like
Yeah.
I, I made a comment like, oh, it was a while ago, and it was like when people after they work with me, people around them are gonna say like, you think you better than all of us, and it's like, yeah, I do, because I am like, and not so much that in a demeaning way, but because they're like just
They see
stepping into
themselves.
their awesomeness and just like really showing up the way they should be showing up, because they're not ashamed about money, and they know that they're managing their money, and they know that they're setting those boundaries and doing all those things that make them feel powerful. Like that's what I want them to experience, because it's like women are powerful in general, but when you are like really in control of something like money, like it's a different level of like, I'm that girl, like
There's a different vibe and energy that is coming
yeah.
through.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
So we had to make sure that that energy and that vibe was all up in the messaging. Because it's like so many times we get that energy and vibe after we come behind the scenes and work with the person. But it's, and I tell people all the time, like, bring that into your stuff up front. So with that being said, here's what I'm going to ask you. So that's why you came into the intensive and decided you wanted to make that investment. How are you feeling now that you've experienced the intensive? How are you feeling overall?
I'm feeling more confident in like what I'm saying and how I'm conveying my message and who I'm connecting with, and know that I feel like I know that I'm talking to the person that I want to work with,
Mm,
versus because I was really confused. Like I was trying to be for everybody, right? Like you said, we want to help everybody, but I was losing it in trying to help everybody. So I just feel more confident in what I'm saying and the message that I'm delivering, and communicating that this is what I can do for you. This is how I can transform your life or help you transform your life. And this is how I can support you, versus where I was before the intensive. Like I was like, I don't really know. Like I know, but I don't really know how to communicate it type
yeah.
thing.
Yes, and it's like every woman, so don't take it personal. Those listening, don't take it personal. It's just like we go in order to position our expertise and our value and all the things, we go into a space where we're like, okay, well then let me just teach my framework, right? And I think that was one of the biggest things from the framework part of our session is understanding, oh my goodness, so this is where I stop over teaching and I stop giving all my how, and I move them into a space where they're really seeing like the transformation, the impact, the value, and they're really connecting to those things. And I'm just not teaching and giving away what I actually teach behind the scenes. Like, you didn't pay me yet. When you pay me is when I'll teach you this. But here's how I can connect with you so that you see the power of what is possible when we work together and what you can get from our program and our, my framework and all the things. I think the way you worded it before was like, you feel like with the framework work that we did, it helped you streamline like your content and what to kind of talk about and what to include and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. And that was, and like you said, I was teaching all my strategies, and like, yeah, I want you to be able to do it, but it one is it's attracting the DIYers. So they're taking everything and implementing, and then they're messaging me saying like, "Oh, girl,
Yep.
you helped me change my life." And I'm like, "Yeah, but okay."
What did you pay me? What did
Yeah,
you just bought
so
my little course? Okay. And that's one thing I'm always talking about is like if you follow me, I say your free content is cute. Even your low ticket content is cute, but that's not really how we create impact. That's not really how we create change. And like us getting to the point, there's nothing wrong with selling courses in your business. I sell courses in my business. You sell courses in your business. They're awesome, and they have a purpose for sure to like get people into our worlds and all the things. But for a lot of us, at least the women that I connect with through our speaking, our coaching, our consulting, our transformational services and programs and events, transformation comes with you having access to us on different capacities, right? It doesn't mean one-on-one, it could be in different capacities, but making sure that you just create that space where for transformation. And unfortunately, us attracting DIYers, they don't see the power in transformation. They don't understand the transformation. They don't see the value in it. So then we get mad when they don't want to invest in it and pay it for it, or they're like, all the things, and it's like, no, like you just weren't positioning that right. But now, that's my hope with power messaging, is that it helps you position that transformation and highlight that value and highlight that impact. So I'm so excited. What is one thing you would share with a woman who wants to like elevate her business? She's in this space where she knows her work is powerful, but maybe she's not communicating it as powerfully in her messaging, in her sales, conversation, and she's not attracting the clients that she wants at the prices she wants. And she's on the fence. She's like, oh, I kind of want to work with here. I kind of don't know. What would you say to her if she's on the fence?
I would say do it, because I've invested in other things like this, similar, it was this, but it was just someone else delivering it. And it could have also been where I was in my business. So I was starting out versus where I am now, where I've had a couple of clients and I've done a couple of things. So I would say that, I didn't have to take your track one, so I can't speak to that. But the track two was like exactly what I needed at this moment in my business. So I can take it to the next level and really feel confident about what I'm communicating, of what I can offer in the transformation. So that I don't feel like I'm stuck
Mm.
at the beginning stage of my business. So I would say do it, do it, do it. Like it's so valuable, and like I can't even like praise it enough, because just the amount of support that you give, and it's really a lot, but it's worth it, and we need every single bit that you're offering us. So it was just, I don't know, like I'm just like so filled with like so much excitement, because there's just so much that you provide in this intensive, that it really feels like I've been working with you for like 6 weeks on this thing.
Listen, people be like, Kira, how are we going to really get all of this accomplished in one day, in a couple hours, sessions or whatever, even if we separated it into two? And I'm like, listen, we have a process. I hear a lot that the pre-work itself is gold, and people are like, Kira, why'd you take me through all of that in the pre-work? But at the same time, I hear women who tell me like the pre-work in itself was so eye-opening. I'm curious, like, what was the pre-work like for you?
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, because it really helped me like get the thoughts out my head and put them on paper per se.
Yeah.
Which then helped me go deeper into what it was that I'm doing, because everything just seems so like, okay, this, but now it's like, whoa, like we have all of this that's encompassed in these things, So it also helped me streamline, the areas that I support in too, where before I was just like including it all in one, thinking that, oh, it's just this, but it's really not. It's like so much more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just really helped like get everything, like as you say, brain dump, and like really see like everything that is happening when someone's working with me.
I love it. I love it. So that you can come, because it's like, if it's in our hearts around what we want to do, but being in a space where it's like, okay, how do I articulate that? Like, it's all up in here in my head and my heart, but like I want to make sure other people get it, and they do get it. We're not discrediting the clients that you sign and the amazing work that you have done already. And that's something I'm always telling my women. I don't want you to come into this space because you're in a space of my message doesn't work at all and I don't know anything at all and all the things. It's actually, we're taking what you have and we're amplifying it. We're allowing ourselves to, take it to the next level, to refine it, So the pre-work and the process that we take women through, they're always like, how did we just do that in one day? Or how do we do that in a couple hours? Like, I just don't even understand. It's like, it's not for you to understand. Just know that you're feeling amazing about it and excited about it. And I'm excited to see you just shine more powerfully and sell more powerfully and show up more powerfully and purposefully in your work. So I want to thank you for our time. Of course, if anybody is watching this and has questions, do not hesitate to DM me or, email us. You can see information somewhere around this video on where to do that. And until next time, love, shine, and success. Bye.